Oh, shit. Last night, we filmed a new episode of The Elk Lodge with our boy, TK.
Our boy, the return.
Our boy.
The return of TK.
After episode 1, he was like, our friend. But now he's our boy.
Yeah, now he's our boy.
It was so great having him in our house this time.
Yeah, when we first did it, it was on Zoom, which was really fun. And actually, one of our favorite episodes, like we always talk about.
Cracked up.
Our favorite episode is the TK one. We had him back. This was another gem.
We don't always say that.
Well, we love all of our guests.
Yes.
But it was a standout performance.
It was. He was busted us up.
Yeah. And this was no different. But we did get a little deeper, actually. We talk about like God, and we learned a little bit more about his beliefs, and kind of we talked a lot about theories of what's going on here.
I know. I felt a little bit calm and like happy the next day after talking to him, honestly.
Yeah, he's a really sweet guy, a comedian. He's writing shows that he's pitching right now. He plays the ukulele. Epic dude. And we had a great time. But before...
Without further ado...
Well...
Oh, wait.
Here's a little bit of ado furtherly still, is that the show is brought to you by Hexa Coffee. Hexa Coffee is brewed in the city of Chicago. Mom and pop shop, like just some real people making real good coffee. Not Starbucks or Pete's or any of this corporate bullshit. And if you go to hexacoffee.com, that's HEXE coffee.com, and use the promo code ELK at checkout, you're going to get 10% off of that purchase. And there's no limit there, You're going to spend $1,000. Guess what? You just saved $100.
Who doesn't love that?
Yeah. So we're giving you like $100 basically. All right. So, thank us later and enjoy the show. The return of TK.
Cheers. Yeah, welcome back.
I looked it up today. You were episode 7.
All right.
And now you'll be like episode maybe 47.
No
But
way.
at least like 46 or something. And we took a long break. Like we're coming back from a break because with me touring, like we just fell off. It was tough.
You guys did 40 episodes in between?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. We've been
cruising.
going, we were going every week for a while there. For like probably 38 straight weeks.
What about you? You were doing the lives,
I did 6. I do 6 of something and then limited series.
6 is the magic number, huh?
I did a podcast, my own podcast.
You. Up.
I can't really hear you guys that well.
It's weird. It was weird when I tested it too. I wonder.
Oh, can you hear me?
You guys are
I
just
can
so
hear
quiet.
you guys. I can hear you guys great.
Is that better at all?
A
I wonder
little.
if the... Hold on.
Hold up.
6.
Wait a minute.
Hold up. So now
Are you
hear
in
nothing, right, Christine?
Now I
Yeah.
hear nothing too.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah. Or wait,
still
no.
here?
I hear something.
Oh, I was turning up the wrong one.
I hear you now.
Turning you up, TK.
Let's see. And there you go.
I hear you.
Are you too loud
I
now?
hear
Because I was
you.
turning you up instead of her.
Turn me down just a smidge,
You can,
maybe.
yeah.
Check.
That's
You
check,
can turn
check.
me down one smidge now too.
Oh, all
Thank
right.
you.
See, I just had a little
I think we're all
crisscross.
good. Crisscross, you don't stop, baby.
That's right.
Make jump.
So anyway, yeah, you were episode 7, and now you're back.
I'm back, baby.
Stay right up on that puppy too.
Okay, I'm back.
Thank you, sir.
I'm back in real life, man.
Yeah, dude, that was a
what a
Zoom
treat.
one. It's funny that we started this kind of we did start it in the pandemic, and it was a lot of Zooms.
We're still in it, but
Right.
it's like a little bit closer to the end of the tunnel.
I think it's there. I think people are just going to live with it. Like, we're living with it literally right now at this table.
Yeah, I don't think there's like an end.
No.
I don't know that there will be a day where we're like, it's gone. It'll be like the flu, or it'll be. It's not like I'm saying like it's just like the flu, but like.
But it's time to start saying
It'll be
that.
kind of like a reoccurring thing that we just live with.
Yeah.
Because like it's going to continue to like evolve. I feel like. I mean, whatever. Not that I know things, but
Yeah, there's just so many new normals, like getting tested every time you have any symptoms. It's just like over the top.
Can't
Yeah.
do it.
I hope that
Thoroughness.
stops. I hope that becomes like, oh, it's like,
Yeah.
it's just like kind of having the flu. Like maybe just stay home, like so you don't get us sick.
I mean,
but-
that's the general premise, to take care of other people. And if you're
Right.
sick, stay home.
Yeah.
you know?
I took
Yeah.
one today, and I was like, damn, I don't want to take one because if I got it, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Is that evil thinking? Because I feel good. But like, I shouldn't have
it's
said
not
that.
evil.
I mean,
thinking.
no,
It's not evil thinking at
it's not
all.
evil
I've felt
thinking.
the same way.
It's terribly inconvenient to have to stop living life for 5 days,
Yeah.
especially when you don't feel well. But
We
But
were
I
going to
feel
fly
good.
home for Christmas, and I tested positive like the day before we were going to fly home. And I was like sick, and I went to work. Like I was so in denial. And while I'm at work, Christine's texting me like, maybe you shouldn't have gone to work, you know? Like, you should probably get tested. Like, we're about to get a plane. We're going to see like our families. Like, and I was like, fuck, she's right. So I got tested.
You
and it was
looked
positive.
like shit by the time
was
you got home from
bummed.
work. By the way, you were exhausted. And
Well, in
just-
my head too, you're sitting there just like, it's negative. Like,
Yeah.
it's negative. I've been sick before, and it's not COVID every time.
Yeah.
Like,
that was harsh. Not like
No,
shit.
no.
You looked worn out.
I was.
You looked
It
worn
got
out.
you.
it got me. I was more sad than sick. But yeah, then I kind of regretted. You know, I was like, man, I wish I would have just not known and just ignorantly flew home. But hey, whatever. We had a good time.
We did. It was
That's
nice
good.
to be, locked inside for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Especially
Together.
because I've been touring so much.
Yeah.
So it was
Just take
kinda
a little break.
little us time.
But talk about you. What have you been up to since we last saw you?
Making a lot of music.
Yeah.
I toured. I didn't tour. Never mind. I did one show at a bar. That's not touring.
I mean, it's a short run.
Did you
That's a
go?
quick
Did you go
run.
to a bar before or after? Because you could say you toured the scene. You know.
I went from the parking lot to into the bar.
You probably played at home. That was the
I
first
There
show.
definitely
you go.
played at home.
Stop
And
number
then
one.
and then
Maybe even after at home. That
How
was
did
the after.
Are you supposed to take it out?
Oh
no,
yeah.
I don't know. You
You
can.
can't.
I'm
No,
not British.
I never take it out.
I'm lazy.
But
I usually leave
sometimes
it in
gets
too.
there. Yeah, I leave it in
This
there
is
for-
how Americans drink tea. They just fucking jump on this.
Eat it.
Get her done, baby.
You drink it and then you dip. You take the bag, you tuck it in your
Fucking
lip, and you
idiot.
spit with that for a little while.
Now
Like
I'm
tobacco.
self-conscious, like I'm doing it improperly, like I'm
Oh, you're
playing
doing it
the
Americanly,
the
which-
Mulan scene in my head where she just like spills everywhere.
Mulan?
Did you know that the tea ceremony?
I'm thinking
scene?
Moulin Rouge.
Oh no,
Like fucking
I might drink tea tonight.
get you, gaga. Like they did that. Like Christina Aguilera drank
Yeah,
tea wrong.
Christina
Then-
Aguilera.
she probably did too. She was probably like skanky with it,
Oh yeah, mocha chocolate.
Yeah.
like squirted it up somewhere. I don't know. No.
So yeah, so you just played the one
Sorry,
show because I saw on. Oh, don't be sorry, that was great.
Oh, no, I was
but-
saying that to Werner.
my dad's like a lot of crosstalk. It's better when just one person talks at a time.
Oh, because we were like talking too much.
Yeah, and so it's been a running joke, kind of like, sorry, Werner. But so you did the one show. Aren't you doing like more shows? Didn't you say you had like a residency or something somewhere?
Damn, was I telling you that?
I don't know. When I saw you at the gas pump thing, you at least had an upcoming show, and you were kind of, at least I assumed it in a way, like you were doing this a little bit.
No, I do have one in Orange County. Somebody Facebooked me about it, so that shit's going down.
Okay.
It's gonna be like a 30-minute show,
Nice.
and I said sure, but then they didn't Facebook me back yet. But they're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
I got a little wheeze in it, but it's not. I took a test. I took a negative test.
Oh, did you?
Like, listen to this.
That was rough.
That's like bronchitis. Listen to this. Ready?
Oh.
Any doctors out there, let us
Bro,
know.
isn't that? Yeah. What is that? Ready? That little thing at the
little
end.
squeak at the end, yeah. It feels like it's getting better, though. You're improving quickly.
I don't know, man.
It's,
Exhale.
maybe it's
Let's
a
hear an
false
exhale.
negative and you're just blowing it all over the mic,
All right, the exhale's good.
But the inhale,
Yeah.
inhale.
The inhale, it's rough.
I had 2 slices of pizza right before I came here.
Did it maybe scratch your throat or something? Scratch
No,
your-
it was like uncooked pizza, so I don't think it's scratchy.
No.
Why were you eating uncooked pizza?
Somebody bought fucking
Great
uncooked.
question.
This shit was uncooked. Like, so I worked at Food Beast today, and there's a pizza spot, and it came, and I'm just like, man, this looks doughy. I thought it was like that's this pizza place.
It was
like-
delivered?
It was delivered. That's this pizza place's like
M.O.
and like thing. Like, yeah, this is like we're the people that don't cook the pizza. I took a slice, and it was like not cooked.
We're the
That's the
bastards
worst.
that give you salmonella,
Yeah, yeah.
You can get.
He just grabs, just falling like in between your fingers.
That's
the
only
dough.
chicken, right? Can you get salmonella from
I-
not cooking bread?
I
No,
mean,
dough. If there's eggs in it and it's uncooked and the eggs have salmonella, then yeah.
Rocky ate.
But I mean, I eat raw eggs. I eat raw eggs.
Not every raw egg
Punch
has.
great.
Drinks raw eggs.
No, but like, I mean, I guess they're kind of flash cooked, maybe. But like in pasta, crack an egg in there after
They're
it
cooked a
comes
little
out.
bit, but yeah.
The
I
heat
guess they
kind of
cooked
cooks
if
it a
the
little
noodles are
bit.
cooked.
Yeah, if they're heated up a little.
But
bit.
it's not, I don't heat the eggs. I just pour them on pasta and stir
Yeah.
it to thicken up
Like-
the...
But then you
fucking-
cook the pasta.
No, the pasta's already been cooked.
It's fried.
I see what you're saying.
It's like
Pasta's already cooked. You drop an egg in there.
fried rice is the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cooked.
Yeah,
I guess it does cook within the heat.
Probably. But I mean, I
But
used to
not-
drink them in smoothies, raw eggs.
Really?
No, that's.
I mean, somebody would prepare them and insist that I drink them.
I see.
were you on
my
Fear
boyfriend at the
Factor?
time? No.
Your boyfriend was Joe Rogan.
He was like
on
a
Fear Factor?
physical. Yeah, her boyfriend was Joe Rogan.
He
She
was
used to
really
date
concerned with
Joe
my
Rogan.
protein intake, especially after workouts.
And he's like, wait, so he was in charge of your like diet that
I wouldn't
much?
say in charge, but
Well, you would drink the drinks that he made.
He was,
I mean,
he was a
I'm
strong
not-
influence.
yeah, people influence you, and yeah, I mean, I'm not one to just turn away food people prepare for me.
Then you should.
Yeah, maybe.
I gotta see this guy.
yeah. Yeah, I've never seen him either, actually. We'll get him on here, ask him about these eggs. But I've
Jamie,
eaten
can
raw
you pull
eggs.
Can you pull him
How
up,
many
please?
grams of protein per? He'll
Per
break
egg.
it down.
But not every egg has salmonella.
No,
Like,
correct.
an egg might have salmonella. If you don't cook it, you will get that salmonella. If you cook a salmonella egg, it goes away.
I don't know about that.
It's a mystery. I think
Yeah, I think it does.
if a pasteurized egg is like a washed egg. Okay, forget that word. I think that was wrong. But if you get like an egg, just like a chicken poops an egg out, you take it.
Does it poop it? I don't think it poops it.
Chickens have
shell,
buttholes.
the shell has like a little ectoplasm around it or something, and I think that has the salmonella. But if you buy them in the store, they've washed that off. So you have to wash eggs from a farm before you like break it open, because this is what someone said, and I don't even remember who. I wish I did, and I could be totally wrong.
On the egg shell?
Yeah, I think that's true.
Salmonella
Should we
is
just
on
look it
egg
up
shells?
so
I
that
don't-
we can move
I mean,
on?
I always wash my hands after I
This
crack
is a
eggs.
medical podcast.
Yeah. What you hear here, you can just take that to the bank, you know? Like, so if you have questions, you don't need to go to a doctor. You got bronchitis. We figured that out.
Yeah, here it is again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I am so bad.
I should have put some honey in that tea. Once again,
I
I've
feel like the whiskey's
done it all
helping.
wrong.
I got-
Good, yeah. It's
Yeah.
good, isn't
We'll
it?
see.
Goes down smooth, right?
It does.
Especially when you can't taste anything.
Okay, a common problem.
Okay, good.
A common problem used to be that chicken feces on the outside of a shell would contaminate the egg once the egg was cracked. Salmonella, but now, according to the CDC report, salmonella illnesses from factory farm eggs shells are less frequent
So you just have to wash the outside of the egg, and
because
any
there's
egg.
poo on it. Really, is what it is.
So any egg
Ugh.
is okay as long as you wash the outside of it.
Boom. That's what it
Wash
seems
your
like.
eggs, people.
Yeah, wash
your
your
mean-
eggs. Just give it a scrub.
Can you get it from any other vegetables? Because there are things like listeria and
Like lettuce has
yeah, E. coli. I know comes
Oh,
out in a
that's
lot
E.
of
coli.
produce.
Can vegetables
Get salmonella?
get salmonella? Well, if they eat unwashed eggs, they could.
If they touch them.
If the
Salmonella
ve-
can be found in a variety of foods, including chicken, beef, pork, eggs, fruits, vegetables, and even processed foods. Some people are more likely to get an infection and serious illness. You can take steps to prevent infection, such as following the clean, separate, cook, and chill guidelines.
Oh, I know about that.
Clean, separate, cook, chill. Did we learn that in home ec?
Doesn't ring a bell, really.
No, you learned
No.
that. I used to work at a bar. No, I used yeah,
Like in food service.
food service. I used to work in food service, and like that shit was on the wall. So they teach you that.
They teach you that. All right, so we got sidetracked, but your show. So do you have 30 minutes of material?
I think so. I got like 9 songs.
Nice. Originals?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
So yeah,
fun is
9
that?
like 3.5-minute songs. That's a show.
yeah. A little bit of banter.
Yeah, you
And
probably
remind
good at
me,
that
you
banter.
started all the like lives and stuff during the pandemic. That was all.
Yeah, I started live, and I started learning this guy.
was-
The ukulele. I started learning the ukulele.
That's
during
what I
the pandemic.
thought. You're brave for just like being like, all right, I'm going to learn and do it live and you guys can hang out.
I gave up on the guitar. So like you say brave, I say this is my fucking mistress. This is my second chance at life.
Your rebound.
This is my rebound. Fucking
Yeah,
machine.
yeah, that's the rebound. That like you stuck with the ukulele. You know, you didn't. It's been over a year now. You're still going with it.
Yeah,
You know, you
it's-
were saying like you don't stick with things, but this one,
I've stuck with
Yeah,
this
you did
thing.
it way more than 6 times.
Yeah, maybe like 90 times.
Nice.
It's cool because any chord I want to do, I can just make that sound right away.
It is simple that way.
Yeah, Megan Trainor writes songs on the ukulele too.
wow,
All
nice.
her songs, because it's just like a simple, I'm gonna do it right now. It's just like, oh, I want to hear an F. There you go. There's an F.
Oh. What about a
Right.
C?
It's that easy,
There's a C.
Gotta love it.
What do you want?
and it's in like C
Yeah.
tuning, I guess.
Pick a chord, any chord,
So
any
play
chord.
a D. Okay, you gotta get them all.
Little D minor. You want to guess which one I'm doing?
Okay.
Okay. Wait, do you want it to be just like regular ones? A, B, C, D.
Give me a well.
Okay,
you
we'll
can
start-
do that, but either just major or minor, and I'll try and guess the note. But it could be a sharp or flat.
Okay, this one will be a major. Okay.
Okay. G.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What about this one?
F? No. Fuck.
A.
A. Went the other way.
All right, 1 and 1.
1 for 1. All right, let's try one more.
Here we go. Oh wait, no, that's not in my. That was the flat version of that chord. That's the major version of that chord.
D major.
B.
Fuck. All right, I was lucky on the one. I was lucky on the G.
I was feeling really smug
I
and
was so
confident after that
surprised.
response.
I'm not like I don't have perfect pitch.
I knew you'd get G because G's like just
Everybody knows G.
It's like heavenly. When you think of G, you
God
think it's
sent.
heavenly.
Well, I was just trying to think like you just played the D, so I was keeping the D in there, and it's like
2 up from that, 3 up from
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, fuck yeah, that's cool. So last time I saw you was pretty recently. We did the gas pump video, which just came out on Steve O's YouTube channel,
Yeah.
produced by TK and Scott
What
Randolph.
up? What up?
What up?
And myself, and yeah, it came out great.
It was fun. We kind of got all the angles. Like
Yeah.
it felt really cool.
Yeah, it felt cool. It was a good vibe. You didn't watch it, did you?
I have not yet. Sorry.
fun, like-
I'm sorry to say.
That's okay. When Steve and I were in Albuquerque, we gassed up the RV. We're driving down the road. People are like honking at us. We're like, oh, maybe they recognize the band from the podcast. Yeah, maybe they know it's Steve. And then someone's like, hey. And they're like, pull over. And so we pull over, and then we see that like we drove away with the gas hose in it. And we're like, fuck, like, I can't believe we've never done that, A. And so it's like the right thing to do is return it. So we're driving back, and we're like, this raises a lot of questions, though. Like, how often does this happen? Like, do they just put it back on? Is there a fine? Like, are we in trouble? Like, and so, yeah, we we bring it back into the gas station, and Steve's like, hey, I'm the guy that did that. And they're just like, so casual, just like, we got it.
Yeah.
Like, and we're like, how often does this happen? So like 10 times a week, probably.
Wow.
Like, people just drive off. Most people don't come back. Or usually people do it, and they hear it. And then they like get out right away, and they're like, "Oh fuck!" Like it's rare to just take
Keep
off
going.
with it. Yeah,
You guys have a giant
yeah.
tour
We just
bus.
didn't hear it.
Got a big rig.
Yeah, big rig.
Yeah.
Dummies.
It was dope, and those and Poopies and Zeke came out.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So the video is like just different experiments and stunts to like if it breaks or not. So like Zach grabbed it and just like leaned back. Poopy's like jumped off a truck and like bungee jumped with it, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
was awesome.
excited. I don't think Steve-O's done much with like the new castmates on his own, right? This is kind of a new thing.
He's done a little thing here and there, but to have them both there was, I think that was the first time he did something with the both of them same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, and Zeke was there. Zeke is a super cool surfer. Like,
Did not know he was a surfer. I was just like, whoa, you're like the greatest motorcycle person I've ever met in my life. I honestly
you're a
asked-
professional motorcycle
That's
guy.
what I thought. I was like, hey, can I get a picture with you, man? You're like fucking gnarly, dude. Like, it's like, you really are like the best dirt biker ever. And then like, I posted the picture on Instagram and I found him. I'm like, man, there's a lot of surfing things. Like, I guess he likes surfing on the side. And my uncle tells me, he's like, whoa, you met Zeke? He's like the best, And it's like, wow.
Yeah, Zeke is like, he's like the Rodney Mullen or something of surfing, where he's doing tricks that like nobody's ever done them before. Like jumping off a wave, like flipping the board, catching it, and like going back in and like still going. Like,
Yeah.
he's nuts.
Before they got to us, they were surfing on the freeway.
Yeah, on the way.
Wait. What does that
Like
even mean?
they pulled over, he got out, surfboard, like
Almost like a
towed
jet
by the
ski,
truck.
like a water ski thing.
being
Yeah.
towed by the truck on the
Is it
highway.
on wheels or it's just
No,
burning,
it's just scraping
by?
Just scraping by. That's right. Yeah,
Wow.
impressive.
And it was like they said it like traffic was stopped. Traffic was not stopped. I saw the video.
Right, like it was going by.
Traffic was going by them while they were just like, yeah,
No helmet, I'm sure.
no helmet.
No helmet. But
Team
we did
no
wear a
helmet.
helmet for all of our stunts with Steve's disco helmet.
Yeah.
And then they held out it, and Steve like rode the bicycle like he's winning a race, and tried to like break through it. It was a really funny video.
Yeah.
funny.
It came out, the stunts, when you guys told me about it, I'm like, this is going to be cool. It actually got way cooler than I thought it was going to be. Like, I didn't know that it was going to rip off. I actually rip off.
Right.
Especially when Zach first started, because I'm like, oh man, dude, these things ain't coming off.
I was not the biggest believer in like how dope this idea was. And Steve has been saying for like 2 years, this is going to be the fucking, isn't this sick? This is going to be the sickest
Yeah.
video. And I'd be like, yeah, I mean, it's going to be cool.
Same.
It's going to be cool.
Yeah.
I
I was looking around for so many gas stations. I'm like, is this not worth it? Like, because I was really thinking, I'm like, this is a lot of work for this, like, this stunt. But it was.
Yeah,
it was
came
super
out,
awesome.
It came out awesome.
Well,
You got to watch
we
it.
gotta
Everybody
do
at
a little
home,
YouTube dive after
go
this.
and watch it. There's probably going to be a big bump in it when this comes
Oh,
out.
yeah.
'cause
Watch
of us
this. Watch this.
promoting it.
Go watch it right now. That's like 200,000 views.
Yeah. Snap.
Snap. I fucking Thanos those views.
Yeah, man. And that was fun. And when I saw you there, I was like, dude, you should come over soon. We should do a podcast. We'll make some music.
You played some music for me.
Yeah, I played him some of the stuff we did with John and Janelin
Nice.
and JC.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been grooving a lot.
Grooving.
Are you going to stick around after this? And
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. I was hoping you'd say
Make
that.
some music. Baby.
Didn't know
Yeah.
how your spirits were with your little black lung and all.
I'm the fucking, I told him, I'm Doc Holliday of
You know,
podcasting.
we might be able to get like your best stuff ever. Get some low gravelly grit going
That's
on.
true.
But I got a little baby hiss on me. You know, like, it's like,
Baby.
You know, it's
Little
not like-
wheeze. Yeah, it's
we can
wheeze.
little wheezy. We can lean
Little
into
wheezy.
that.
You're
We'll
going to
lean
be the
in.
new Wheezy.
Joe Cocker doesn't sound like this. You know, like, you are so, you know, like it's,
No.
he's got
He's got
gravel.
more of a, gravel.
He doesn't have a fucking bronchitis wheeze.
Yeah, like Johnny Cash, like American 4 and 5, like it's a
gravel. Yeah. I hurt myself today.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I got.
The whole time during that, you just want him like,
Come on, bro.
I wonder if he just did that.
Yeah.
like he had to do it the whole time. He's like, I'm not gonna do it till we're done.
Is there? I wonder what he does to get it. There's probably something he's figured out to like
Yeah, like he drinks like
get a
thick-
coat, some weird coat.
Yeah, like whole milk or something. He drinks like a bunch of whole milk.
Yeah.
and it's
Eats
just kinda
one
in
raw egg and like
it's-
salmonella just sits in there.
Oh, yeah.
Salmonella?
Raw egg, and then he like smokes a
Salmonella?
cigar while he has it in there. He gargles the egg and the cigar smoke.
Oh, probably true.
It's probably true.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you still hooping a little bit?
Oh man, I am. I
Yeah.
actually played my first game of full court. I was playing. So about a month and a half ago, I started playing half court at this Mormon church. I've been playing in Mormon church for like 20 years.
Like
Okay.
it's different Mormon churches.
Same Mormon church.
Okay,
Like
that's the spot.
Because they have a nice court near your
they
house,
they
or
had a nice court. I grew up Mormon. I like stopped being Mormon basically at like 18.
Wow.
But like, I fucking still love playing basketball with them, you know. And they play early, and I love waking up at like 6:30 and going to play basketball.
This is the church you grew up at.
This is the church I grew up at.
That's
And I
cool.
go- yeah, and so they're all like still trying to get me to go back to church, but like they're also just respectful, and so
Right.
And I just ball with them. It's great.
Wow.
They're all hella old too. I think they're like all 50 and 60.
Do you like talk shit, or is it you got to be kind of polite?
I am like the N1 player of that. I am like the showboat Allen Iverson of Mormon church basketball. Yeah, I am. And they know I'm flashy. Like they're like, oh man, I got TK on my team. I'm gonna get some good passes. They know like to cut when I'm in.
You're flashy, like you'll do like a behind the back pass or
Oh.
some shit.
Gosh, yes. And like it's half court, so it's like you take it up top.
Right.
You know, like you're at the 3-point line and you check it in. Like every single time I play, I throw it right at the dude's face that's in front of me.
Just to
you're
make sure
checking
he's-
it,
Like
so
he
you throw it
checks
to
at
the
me,
defender.
and then I'm just like this. I fucking throw it because there's somebody cutting for me, and this guy jumps in front of it, and
Whoa.
So, I mean, it's not on purpose, but this happens because I fucking throw dimes. I fucking throw firecracker, fireworks.
Well, so you're trying to throw a pass.
I'm trying to throw a pass, and he puts his face in the way.
Oh, because he's trying to block the pass, and he hits him in the face.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow. And like, do you talk shit? Do they talk shit?
Yeah, we talk shit. We talk a lot of shit. Like, I'm trying to think what I say. Because you can't curse, so it's just like, it's just fun, cute stuff. I don't know what I say. I can't think of anything.
Yeah,
That
Fun,
like-
cute stuff. What I would do to be a fly on the wall.
Is it like religious shit talking to you? Like, I'm gonna crucify these
oh, we
bitches.
do say like, oh, someone's living righteous. Like if you make a 3,
Oh, like blessed.
blessed. You know.
Right.
I say like big brother. Oh, big brother him. He's your big brother. Look at that, big brother.
And that's a Mormon thing.
No, that's just like that's you say that
Like
when
your old big
playing
brother
with-
is
in-
gonna do better than you because you're the younger brother.
Yeah,
Right.
like I don't know. It's just I
think
just
I
go to
followed
play.
you.
I'm so serious about it. I don't think I do that much. Like I play to win.
I believe it.
I play really hard, and I get really mad. Like I get super, like extremely mad.
If you lose.
If I lose or somebody's like not playing hard on defense or taking like really stupid shots,
Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck, Jebediah? Or what's a Mormon name?
I think you hit it on.
Jebediah.
For being super stereotypical, I think you hit it right on the head.
Okay, that's as good as it
Yeah,
gets.
good job.
Thank you. Wow.
What about nicknames? You guys have like, basketball nicknames? That was
I used to call this guy Thunder Dan.
Thunder
His name was Dan.
That's funny because I was asking my dad, named Danny. He's like always played basketball, and he tried to prevent me from coming to the courts with certain teams because they were just too rowdy. And like everybody had a funny nickname, and they were all insulting.
They were too rowdy, like they were gonna say stuff to you about it.
He just was like, I mean, I grew up going to the park with him, and he'd play basketball Saturday mornings, but at the Bannockburn Club, he was just like, just don't. It was a certain group of men.
I feel like he talks a lot of shit.
He does, and he doesn't want
you to
me
see
to
that side of him.
it.
That's
well,
cool.
yeah, I think that's probably fair to say.
I agree.
Yep.
That's awesome.
But it's good. It's a good way to get
I
some
love
steam
it.
out.
I used to play at 24 Hour Fitness before like the fucking pandemic happened, and they kept charging me during the pandemic. But I used to play at 2 different 24 Hour Fitnesses, and one place, the first time I got there, I wore cargo shorts, and so every time I played, they're like cargo. Like my name was Cargo there.
Ooh.
First impression,
At
strong.
at another one, I played, and the night before I played, I ate a fucking fucking lobster roll. Okay, and
like where this is headed.
and I was fucking farting all over the place. And somebody asked me like who's doing that? I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I had a lobster roll, and they fucking called me lobster roll forever.
no.
That replaced cargo, though.
Yeah, cargo is
No, this
way
is at a
cooler
different-
than lobster
Oh.
roll.
2 different 24 hour
So you know
fitnesses.
where you are based on the nickname
Yeah.
they're calling you.
Yeah. So
Jeez.
lobster roll.
You just have to like just keep doing a tour of the courts around town, see which nickname is the most glorious, and then
Right.
that will become your
Commit to the
court,
one with the
you
good
know?
nickname.
You guys
Good
all
call.
go like God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's where you belong.
And you're
you
like,
know?
I'm going to play with you 3rd graders every day. What was it like growing up Mormon?
It was great. I mean, they're super like strict, but like I kind of respect that. Like it's not. They live what they say. It's not like if you're a Jack Mormon, you're just not a Mormon. Like
Right.
if you're not following and doing the stuff, you're just kind of not a Mormon.
Right, there's no like half in. You're either in or
No,
you're not.
you're like you live it, or and they still like you around. Like they're still cool about it and stuff. I kind of loved it. I had a lot of friends. I used to go to seminary every morning, and
So, if you loved it so much, how come you didn't keep with it?
so like I met a girl, and like I wanted to mess around, and so it was either that or go on like a mission. So like
So you made your own mission.
Yeah,
made it a mission.
you made it a mission.
And also, I didn't know like God myself like that much. I wasn't like that in tune. I didn't want to go out and like tell people like, hey, come join this church when I didn't fully believe in it myself.
So that's a big part of it is like recruitment or like spreading the word.
And well, because when you're 18, you go on a Mormon mission for 2 years.
Oh.
And so that's where I was just like, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
I see. That's a pretty big like decision moment.
Yeah.
You know,
Probably,
really.
a lot of people probably bail right at that point. Yeah.
I think it's kind of like a make or break time.
Yeah.
Until then, it's like, yeah, you're going to fun like summer camps. You're going to like, you are going to church. I did love going to church every morning before school.
You loved it or you did not?
I loved it. Because I love waking up early, like it's like 6:30. I still do it. To play basketball or like work out.
Right. Good.
I love it. I mean, you go there, you hear like something about church, and it's like it's positive shit. Church is like positive shit. And then we would play fucking hacky sack. We'd play like this fucking hacky sack dodgeball.
Wow.
Where we'd hacky it like 4 or 5 times. The ball would be kick it up in the air, and then it's like live, and you just fucking take these hacky sacks and you fucking beat them at people.
Whoa.
It was like the funnest game
Nice.
ever.
Did kids cry?
Like one time, and then they didn't play with us.
Right.
Like,
You don't get to play if you're the
When
crying.
Crybaby was out, they were benched the rest of the
Yeah.
of the time.
Go
You're
draw
like-
with the chalk.
go be Catholic or something.
Yeah. This is Mormon.
We Mormons
Yeah.
we hacky sack for real.
We're real out here. When did you kind of start questioning like your belief in it?
I mean, I still pray, so it's like questioning my belief. It's just like, I guess, it's questioning my allegiance to any church is kind of what it was. I think it's just like, I like my thing with God. I like my spirituality. I like praying. I pray every night. I've never missed a day of prayer. Like,
Wow.
and I also have like, I say the same names. Like everybody that's important in my life, I've been saying that for like 20 or 30 years, and every once in a while I'll add a person. You guys are cool.
Interesting.
We'll see.
You ever take away a person? Anyone ever lose a spot?
I mean, I did get divorced, but I don't know if she ever made it on the fucking list in general.
Oh, okay. That was a good
but
sign.
like,
from
I
the
don't
start.
know. I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is God to you?
God is just like, I'm Jiminy Cricket, like fucking somebody to just talk to, like when you're alone. Like, am I talking to myself when I'm alone? Like when you're alone, it's not quiet. Like your thoughts are going. Are you really talking to yourself, or is that God?
Interesting.
That's what I'm just thinking. Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck am I talking to in my head?
Yeah, because I mean, I do hear like there are two separate voices in my head. Do you have that? I feel like there's like the mind and like the heart or whatever. There's like two, I can have a debate in my head where like
Should I
it's
do this or
almost
shouldn't
angel and devil, or like even just a conversation, but like I figured out eventually like, oh, it's like there's always this guy and there's that guy, and like I should listen to this guy more. Or things like that. Like one feels like the mind, one feels like the heart or the soul. I don't know what the fuck it is. But do you guys feel that at all?
100%.
Yeah,
there?
I can
100%.
understand the sentiment.
And so in your like what you're saying, maybe that the heart or the soul or whatever I'm talking to is like something that's connecting all of us. That's like God, basically.
I think it might be God, because it's also this.
idea.
It's like that connection through the source. Like you are made from. I can see it.
Yeah.
It's like, a mom has a baby and then you have cells that are interlinked. You can kind of tune in to this other frequency beyond yourself.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool.
and it's like intuition is part of that too, where it's like don't go around that corner right now. When you don't go around the corner and like fucking something bad happened around that corner.
It's kind of cool. It's like the
But don't you-
connectivity.
I guess I like that. I could see that. I like the idea of being tapped in. That's nice. But I
Yeah.
also think that, like, we talked about this a little bit, but, like, you have a negativity bias as a human being, and you learn a lot of information when you make a mistake, especially when it hurts you. And, like, that, I think, is kind of where your intuition comes from. Like, you...
From experience.
From experience, you
Like
stuck your
evolution.
hand in fire and you know that that's going to burn, it's going to hurt, or like you've been scared before or attacked before, and then you're smart enough not to go in the alley. I mean, things like that. I don't know. I guess
see what
why
you're
it's
saying.
there. Could be a
Sure.
divine message coming, but I guess I've never
I
looked
feel
at
like
it that way.
us as humans are a little bit more divine than just like, because animals know not to touch fire. You know, like a dog touches fire once, knows not to ever touch it again. Mm-hmm. So I feel like just as humans, we got a little bit. 'cause
Well, I
we're
mean, it's
fucking
more
complex.
complicated. It's like, we have a next level, we know, like, we can take it past that point of, like, basic primitive analysis of a situation. Like, this is going to do me harm, to, like, seeing the person you've dated or going on a date with somebody and being like, that's a toxic trait. I know, because I've been in a relationship that led me down this horrible place.
Yeah, and they
Right.
make you fucking
And
milkshakes.
I felt exactly like I do right now, and my gut's telling me, like, you've been here before. Don't do it.
Well, there also is like sort of DNA memories or something where like a mouse is afraid of a snake when it's born, like without ever getting fucked up by a snake.
I believe
things
they
like
call that generational trauma.
There you go.
Yeah, it, like, lives in you.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that too, like feeding into instinct and stuff.
But yeah, who knows? I mean,
You
maybe,
could be right. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a tap
I
into the
don't-
source. Who's to say?
Where I
Yeah.
actually disagree, I don't think like humans are that special. I mean, obviously,
Yeah, I don't either.
We're smarter, like more aware, more.
We have more function.
Like, we're special in that way.
functionality.
We've evolved like beyond, but I don't think like at our creation we were created special.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm looking at us now doing this.
Right.
Like, there's no equivalence to this in the animal world. There's no podcast that's equivalent to this. There's no reason for this. Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
there is a reason. It's for entertainment. The fact that we're just fucking around for entertainment in like different little niches.
I think dolphins like entertain themselves, and monkeys maybe like do shit kind of just for fun. Dogs definitely
Animals
play
play.
for fun.
Okay.
I mean, do you think we?
But I mean,
do you think
nobody is out
evolution-
there building advanced societies, Of course, there's no denying that we've surpassed this point of,
Yeah, but
that
we don't.
really does go beyond anything else in the animal kingdom, obviously.
But we don't necessarily know the like emotional complexity of like whales or something.
No.
Maybe they're actually
And
more
that stuff's
intelligent in
changing.
some way.
Like, I think somewhere in the UK, they just ruled that certain crustaceans and octopus and squid or something are sentient beings, and like they just slapped that label on new creatures and are finding out more and more about the cognitive capabilities of all these animals. And I think most people that actually spend time with animals will realize how much smarter they are than we realize, and like how much more emotion they convey. Like, if you hang out with a pig, it has a personality. We just don't hang out with pigs, so we don't see it anymore.
Do they have like existential crises too? you
Yeah,
think?
like you can, if you take a piglet away from a mom, it's going to squeal and squeal and squeal. Like, they have, I don't know if existential crisis is,
I understand
it
being
seems
sad.
a
I
little too
understand
generous.
Well, yeah, but you're right. I mean, missing a mom is a level of some kind of meaning. But yeah,
Or like the
does
whale
pig ever
mom that
go
cried
like,
for 2 days,
I'm-
freaking wheeling her baby in the ocean, bringing her dead baby's body around because she
Yeah.
was devastated. Like, that's an existential crisis right there.
Yeah.
It's not like,
It has nothing to do with survival. It has nothing to do with the baby's survival.
yeah,
It's just
pain. Like,
pain.
But does a whale ever go like, wait a second, who am I? That's
don't
the
know.
question.
Well,
I mean, a
whale.
turtle's like two.
And he's here, ladies and gentlemen. The whale.
Turtles live to be like 200 years old. You don't think that they've like thought and had this
I don't
moment
know.
in their lives
I
at
don't
some
know.
point where they're like,
Maybe.
I can't believe I was the 1 in 100 that survived. I can't believe I'm here.
We just can't understand how they express themselves.
Right.
So they might be looking at us thinking like, oh, these motherfuckers aren't worried about anything.
These monkeys. Yeah. Right. How do they know? Yeah. Yeah.
They just stare at their
Exactly.
phones and they never look up. And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe like for all we know, maybe a tree goes like, wait, who am I?
Damn.
Maybe.
And then we cut that
I mean,
bitch
I
down.
think
Then we cut
trees,
that bitch down.
to
They go,
me, I
"Fuck."
associate a lot of wisdom with trees. And maybe that's just a trope that I've been
Trees do
fed from
communicate
Pocahontas.
with
But
each other.
If
You know about that?
If you cut down a tree and it just was like, fuck.
It's like, oh, fuck.
That'd be so
It
cool.
says it out loud every tree. Like, when a bunch of forests are coming down, you just see like, oh, fuck. It's just a crowd of like groans.
But no one's out there, and so no one hears it, and didn't even happen. I don't know.
Oh, there's an existential crisis.
There we go.
Yeah.
But trees do communicate with each other, like through roots. This has been proven that trees in a forest talk to each other, and they even send, if this dude over here isn't getting enough nutrients and this dude's like living in the sun, he'll actually send shit to that tree. Wow. He or she, cool. I don't know, but like they send shit to each other, like they talk to each other. Like, so like a forest, you know, you see like all these trees, you think of them all as separate trees, but it's like one blanket of like a thing.
See, that's what
Fungus is
that's
like
kind of like what I like to believe in. It's like the interconnectedness of, and just like symbiotic relationships. Like I do believe we're all linked in sort of a cosmic order of things. And I think in that it could be sacred. I think humans have ruined it and aren't in tune with anything that is sacred anymore. So that's why I don't practice any religion.
I guess we were always on the outside, and the closest people were like the fucking Native Americans.
Yeah, I feel
tried.
like not to like, I mean, I'm not trying to like tokenize any culture or whatever, but I do kind of feel that that's true.
Yeah.
Or like, not sort of like post, like even pagans, you know, like even pre-Christianity people were like in Scotland and stuff. I was joking about fairies and stuff on the last podcast, but like
our friend is from Scotland. She's like, can you do a Scottish accent? Can you talk to me like a fairy?
You asked her to talk like
talk to me like a fairy.
Sure did, because you know, they just, I don't know, they had all these like crazy rituals, and they believed in so much folklore, and they just had all these things that were, I mean, holidays that were tied to the moons and harvest season and things that actually checked you into like the rhythm of the world and the timing of the season and all these things that actually do feel meaningful and powerful and spiritual.
Oh,
but
beautiful. Yeah, I mean, there is this interconnectivity, and let's just say for a second that that's God. Those trees talking to each other, they're connected with God. Us, our instincts, the voice we're talking to, that's God, you know? And then perhaps we evolved, you know, almost too intelligent to like stay attached to that. And we got so focused on like building and like, well, if I hit it, it goes that way. Like, whoa, you know? And then religion is sort of, maybe was like initially there to just try to keep us like grounded in that
focused,
that thing a little bit to not lose it, you know? And it's obviously changed so much and, you know, become other things in other ways, but at the heart of it, it's still just like still trying to hold on to the connectivity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but that's the other problem, though, because, I mean, at least with Christianity, it never was actually designed to, like, benefit its subjects. It's always been a tool to pretty much manipulate people into behaving. Community and to make sure that you're afraid of the Almighty Spirit who's going to come and put a plague on your house.
But go back,
it was so fear-based.
Before that, when there's just a concept of God, and
well,
you know, a tribe was just like, we're united.
That's the stuff that interests me. The folklore about the fairies and the ancient tales and all the things that are like, that predate that point when it became just so political, like, you know, and violent. And
it became like a source of power. But I mean, trace it back. At the heart of it, it was people being like, guys, we're like connected, we're one, like, we're grateful.
Well, and wanting answers, it was an answer to all these existential crises that we do have. Like, what happens when we die and all these things that, like, we've never not been curious about.
You want to stop asking that question. You don't want to go every day asking, like, what's going to happen when I die? What's going to happen when I die? Oh, you have an answer? I'm gonna fuck with you for a little bit just so I can, like, close this part of my mind off.
But does that person even know, or do you just are they just giving you relief for a second?
Relief. It's you're buying into the story.
Yeah. I do think that that's true. It pacifies people and comforts them in a way. Maybe pacifies. I've got a negative connotation, but I don't know.
I want my kids
security
to have religion just because, you know, I have them half the time. So it's like when I don't have them, if they ever feel lonely, I want them to know that there's like, just like Santa Claus, you know, I want them to know that there's someone like giving you a hug, like an invisible hug right now. You know, so there's never scared, at least until they're like a little older when they can like figure out what they want, you know?
It's nice.
It is a nice
I could understand
thing.
why you would want to give that to your kids.
Yeah. And you can call that God or just like connectiveness.
We call it the universe, actually. Like, just like, there's like
I can vibe
stardust
on
and shit like that.
that. That's,
you know, like,
We like you and your kids, or like society, we call it
Kids,
the universe.
me and the
You and the
kids.
kids. Oh,
cool.
the universe.
It's cool
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you guys are making your own language and finding a way to
yeah.
kind of like, I like it. Like, take what you want, leave the rest.
Yeah. I want them to pray too, though, because I want them to every night say what they're grateful for. Because, like, praying is like, this is what I'm grateful for. This is what I need help with. And that's it. And these are the people that I want to bestow blessings upon. Every night, that's just what I care about. You know, like, thanks. Can you help me? Look out for these homies.
That's super cool. I like to follow the science, and there's a lot of science in there that just talks about how effective that is at really, really improving like your mental health and your gratitude levels. And
And it feels good for a reason. Like, if it feels good, that means we probably evolved to benefit from those feelings, you know?
yeah, it's interesting too, because there's that sentiment of like, give it to God, which is really nice to imagine, like unloading or just putting all of your trouble on the shoulders of somebody else and letting it go.
Yeah.
Like, I've never, I don't know what that's like. It sounds nice.
You never, like, just like,
Offloaded
hey, take
that?
this. Thank you. Jesus, take the wheel.
No, I very rarely prayed.
Did you go up?
Even on the plane the other night when I thought I was maybe going to crash, it was so turbulent. I like thought about it. I was like, yeah.
So what'd you do? Where were you in? So the plane's maybe going down, and you're like,
I was sort of like, oh dear God, don't let this plane crash. And then I was like, I
That's
did
prayer.
say it.
That's a prayer.
And then I
a
thought
prayer.
about it immediately, and I was like, well, yeah, I thought like, oh, do I really want to start walking myself through this and like having this conversation right now? And I didn't.
Because,
I don't know
like-
if I thought that would make me more anxious or than less anxious, maybe, but yeah, I just didn't.
did you take the percentages into your head where you're like, there's like an 85% chance this will go, so I'm not gonna.
I didn't even do statistics, nothing. I just was like, I don't know. Doesn't feel right. I used to pray sometimes as a kid and things. And I definitely always craved that connection. But yeah, I don't know. I was raised Catholic, super never liked that.
Were you ever like religious though? Like going to church all the time?
Yeah,
and
we went
stuff?
to church like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And yeah, my oldest sister went to Catholic schools, even like a high school until Deerfield.
Like for me, where I differ with a lot of people's concept of God, I think if you're praying, that's just you. You know, like I don't think there's someone like listening.
Yeah.
Or like keeping score. You know, like, oh, that was bad or that was good, or like I don't think there's something that gives a shit. But saying it, I think affects
Your nervous system
affects
calls you down.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that maybe somebody is listening, but that's just where it doesn't make sense to me that someone would be.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I see.
There's so much we don't know. So,
Do you
It'll be
believe in
interesting to see
evolution
what happens.
or the creation?
I believe in evolution. You're talking about like Big Bang and shit, or are we talking about like just how were we created? Because I believe I think we evolved from the fucking salamander thing.
Okay.
Right,
So
wasn't-
did God play a part in
came out of the oceans.
creation?
Like you're talking about like Adam and Eve and shit.
or just did
I
God play a part in creation? Or is it just random events evolving and changing all the time?
it's hard to think everything's random. It really is. It's things like come into your life. I don't know if you're just like changing the narrative as it goes and thinking like, oh, this was meant to be as it happens. And I think that would answer your question. Like if it was, is everything just chaos or is everything meant to be? Because if it's meant to be, that means that there had to be someone with a plan, you know? This is the question that we'll ask.
It's pinging around
forever.
in there.
Well, like if I'm swinging a ball on a string, it's going to go that way and it's going to get there and it's going to come back. so like when it's here and it goes there, like was that meant to be, or is that just where like physics is taking it? You know, like did we just explode and we're going and like it's like we're swinging on the rope. It's predetermined where we're going, but does that mean it like it was meant to be that way, or does that just mean that like it is that way?
Shit. Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. You know?
I think that's like the most basic question. Is this shit chaos or was it planned? I think that's like the number one question of anything.
Yeah. And yeah, I also don't know.
Yeah. If you knew, then you're my God.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I used to have like such vivid dreams of flying. Did you ever have those as a kid? I wish we could fly when we're dead. That's what happens. I don't believe that, but I just throwing it out there.
but where
Maybe
would you
we do.
fly? Where are we flying? When
I don't know, man. Anywhere. I just cruise.
Still on Earth or what?
I would like to do a little leisurely stroll through Earth. Yeah, I think so.
Start with Earth.
Let's
and then
start there.
When you get bored of that, kind of venture out.
See what
I never dreamed of flying.
I'd probably rummage through space trash, knowing me. I'm a big thrifter.
Well, so you could.
You look at that like broken old satellites. And
I'm
stuff.
just being honest. That's probably where I'd be. You can find me there.
That's awesome. I never had flying dreams.
I had maybe like
I used to have like the
4.
most vivid ones where I would run, and then it was like Peter Pan style, just run and take off, and I was flying.
I dreamed that I could dunk. I guess I don't dream that I could fly. I don't believe I could fly.
But you believe you could dunk.
But I believe I could. I can't touch
See,
this
I've
guy.
never seen that. I've never seen myself dunk. It's like they say when you've mastered a second language, you'll start dreaming in it. Like, and I've never done that either. You know, I like Spanish, but I'm not dreaming in it.
So he's mastered basketball. that
You've
he's
mastered
dreaming-
basketball. That's
dreaming
why
of
you can
dunking.
envision yourself
You're
like
fluent
Mike.
in basketball.
Yeah,
fluent.
you're fluent.
Yeah.
That's very cool. You speak basketball.
I do.
English, anything else?
Mormon.
Ukulele.
Mormon shit
Yeah.
talk.
Mormon shit
Ukulele,
talk.
ukulele and whale.
For sure, whale.
For sure.
Yeah.
Speaks whale. Yeah. Did you see like My Octopus Teacher?
That was
Speaking
a
of, like,
great
smart
movie.
animals.
People tell me to watch that.
That was
It's
watch it with your kids. It's very heartwarming.
Oh.
It's a little bit like, National Geographic moment, so it's sad at times.
But it's beautiful.
But
Because
absolutely
motherfuckers die,
beautiful.
huh?
Shit dies
so is the
sometimes.
circle of life, but not to leave any spoilers out there, but
Mufasa died too, you know.
In this one as well?
Not in this one.
Oh.
I'm just saying,
He's
like
under
kids.
the-
They can't
under
swim
the
with
sea
the octopus.
version.
Like, did the octopus kill Mufasa? Did Scar put
He
Mufasa
drags him
under?
under. He takes him under.
I'll kill you again.
oh gosh.
Have you showed your kids? How old are your kids?
8 and 10.
So, what kind of shit are they watching? And like, are you
Man,
kind
they're
of trying
watching
to?
some dumb shit. The Disney Channel is the worst channel now.
Oh,
Except
is
for
it bad?
Jessie is pretty good.
That's a show called Jessie.
It's just she's a nanny, played by this redhead chick. I met her one time at a 4th of July party. She was cool.
Nice.
Deborah Reynolds. That might be somebody else.
Okay.
I think it was
I
me.
heard that.
No, it was me, definitely.
Oh,
It's
I don't
definitely
know
the
who it
bubbly
was.
water.
Okay, I have a
Excuse
sip
me.
of that. But yeah,
Look
the rest
out.
of it is just dog shit.
The rest of it is dookie. I'm trying to think what man, my kids watch this YouTube shit.
Like
Like
Blippi and shit or what?
Well, they watch kids playing video games.
Right, like
that's-
Minecraft.
Like and just watching
that's
them play.
a fun phenomenon. What is that? What is that going to lead
The
to?
watching of stuff.
Yeah, watching people build Legos, watching people like play games. What is?
You ever watch someone play basketball?
Oh, that's what it is.
I mean, I watch people do.
But it's not
shit.
instructional. They're not like I'm not watching them like teach
They're
me
not
how to
teaching
do
me
a
how to play
layup.
Minecraft. They're just playing Minecraft.
Damn.
You know, you're just watching them play. We
Yeah.
watch people play games
You're right.
all the time.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You know? I
I feel bad for judging them then.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's a difference. You know, if you study it, like looking
Just
at
in
a
my
digital
day,
game
the
versus
difference is in my day, they
something
didn't.
physical.
Yeah,
maybe
the-
it's different to
Well,
the
it's
brain.
like cool people and nerds.
There's yeah, it's nerdy. For
It's
sure.
nerdy.
I was saying the other day, like when we have kids, like let's just not show them this dumb shit. You know, like they don't have to know that Disney Channel even exists if we don't tell them. Like, why don't we just say like Seinfeld? That's what TV is. This is TV. Like, what's this? Oh, that's TV. You want to watch TV? We'll watch it. There's Seinfeld,
That's the sign that
House
supper's
of Cards,
ready.
I think I tried to do that. It's just like, but then at a certain point, you're like, here, take my phone. I'm going to go fucking watch the basketball game while you watch my phone. And they're just like, well, let me fucking...
Right. So it takes a lot. It's a lot of work to hide the Disney Channel and all the kid shit.
It's hard to. And then they go to school and the other kids are talking about it. It's like, it's tough.
It's tough. Were they big on the Paw Patrol?
Yeah, we got into Paw Patrol and
hate Paw
PJ Masks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
familiar.
PJ Mask. It's PJ Mask.
Those are like kids with like superpowers.
Yeah, because nighttime is the right time to fight crime.
Like Powerpuff Girls spoof. Give me the Powerpuff Girls back.
At least it has some edge to it.
Yeah, give me some spice.
Yeah.
Some good fashion.
Yeah, like are we just, because we were kids when we saw it, we thought it was cooler? Or like was kids shows way cooler when we were
I
kids?
do think we kind of,
Rugrats?
we came to Rocco's Modern Life, we came around in a good time, I would say.
And it had a little bit of adult edge to it. Like Rocco's Modern Life had like some adult humor.
Yeah. Ren and Stimpy.
Had a lot of.
Yeah, that was.
But I guess that guy was grooming kids to like that stuff. Like the guy that did Ren and Stimpy, I'm thinking.
This is just a theory, or
no,
something come out?
I think I remember seeing something about that dude grooming kids.
Hey, well, we only say facts on this show, so
facts.
Facts.
Ren and Stimpy, no good.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, that wasn't the same creator as Beavis and Butthead, was it?
No,
no, that's Mike Judge. But that was never a kid's show, I guess.
I guess not. What were some of the other? Yeah, Rugrats you mentioned. I was super into Hey Arnold. I loved Cat Dog. We watched recently.
We watched Cat Dog recently. You ever watch Cat Dog?
That was shit. It was kind of shit.
Maybe that was.
It wasn't the same tier as.
I'm 38 years old.
Okay,
so that was a little late.
We have some things that won't cross over. Cat Dog was a little later.
How
that was
old
like
are you
Nickelodeon.
guys?
32.
Yeah, 32.
Wow, that's cool. I thought I was 39 last week.
You got a year back.
I was like, damn, I'm turning 40 years this year. It's gonna be crazy. I was telling everybody. For some reason, I was just like, you guys, I'm gonna be 40 this year.
You better be careful. By the time you're celebrating for real, people are going to be like, yeah. I keep hearing about this.
My fiance told me, because she's like, if you're fucking 40, like.
This is off.
Yeah, this is off.
Something's not right.
Wait, I didn't realize you got engaged.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Like 3 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right on. I love it. Long engagement. Cheers.
Because of COVID.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. You don't want people to wear masks at your thing.
That's a good point. Our reason has been more laziness and procrastination, I think. But that's another good reason.
Yeah, because
it'll be
of the
simpler
masks.
after the masks are gone.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I want people, because I want it to be in Palm Springs, and I want it to be like just like a super party, like a super
nice
music throwdown.
Hell yeah! You love Palm Springs, huh?
I love Palm Springs.
I love me some Palm Springs too.
You've got your song, Palm Springs. Have you seen his song?
I sure did. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great music video.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
my fiance shot it.
Nice.
Talented. Honestly, yeah.
It's such a picturesque place for content.
It really is.
It really is great. It's all like pastel and vibrant.
Yeah,
everything's
I feel good
mid-century.
in Palm Springs.
Everybody fucking feels great in Palm Springs. It's like,
unless it's hot as fucking
unless
shit.
you're fucking melting.
Unless it's 112 degrees. But
Been there, done that.
September to fucking March. You're fucking killing it.
Yeah,
it's pretty brutal. And you know what? That desert is super windy too.
Yeah.
It's like always exposed to freaking beastly winds.
Yeah. That place is the best because like the gay dudes fucking made it amazing.
I know. It's like the gay community just made it super artistic.
Yeah.
And like creative with lots of things to do.
Yeah.
It's great.
They kind of like claimed it, you know? They're like,
100%.
this is what it's like if we run shit. And it's like, wow, you guys do great.
Oh, this is what utopia looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever been to the Palm Springs like vintage market?
I think so.
Oh man, that is a great place to do some shopping. Like the mid-century furniture. We went to one once and it was like cloud nine.
We got cool shit.
Awesome.
Got a Boz Skaggs record.
Oh, wow.
Fucking
The good
life
one.
is good when you're in Palm Springs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And when I saw you at the, we'll wrap this up in a little bit, but when I saw you at the gas station, you were telling me all this shit you got going on. You're doing like a show with Zach and Vinny, like producing.
Yeah.
You're producing their podcast too?
No, I help them with the podcast. Vinny is producing that. Vinny, fucking legit. Skinny Vinny.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be one of the best producers, managers.
Cool.
He's also great in front of the camera, but like,
Yeah.
he's so good at that shit. He used to, Yeah, he's great.
Like on a technical side, or he's just organized, or like
Both. He's getting better at the technical side, but when it comes to like just making shit happen and being
Nice.
like, you know, he's got a little bit of Scott in him. I see. You know?
little Scott Randolph.
Yeah.
That's cool. I never knew that about Vinny.
Yeah.
Like I would only see him. I've only seen him kind of in passing, you know, like at Steve's or whatever. But like he's a great Instagram follow, and we're like bros on there, you know.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to see him too. But yeah, I had no idea. That's cool.
Yeah, they got their own show, Zach S. and Your Pranks, Our Show. I think it's coming out on Pluto thing. And I'm like in the, what's that called when you're just watching them? The Peanut Gallery. I'm like the Peanut Gallery, and that sometimes I'll do something with them, you know, and they'll do sketches in it.
So you're like ensemble.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
that's fun.
Yeah, I was trying to edit it, but I think they're editing it in-house. Like,
Okay.
but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pivot, and let's fucking go here. Let's do it.
Like, hey, that frees up some time from me.
Yeah. Now I'm pitching shows and shit, too. Like,
It's exciting.
yeah, I wrote a whole like houseboat rivalry thing with
Okay, wait. I don't know what that term means.
houseboat. You know, like a houseboat.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
That one we got.
That one I know.
So like, it's like
It's the houseboat rivalry that we're kind of.
there's a big old houseboat corporation that's like taking over a lake, and then there's one mom and pop houseboat thing that's like the mainstay. Okay, and it's like a little comedy about, you know, them. It's almost like an 80s like camp thing where it's like the big old corporations taking over the thing. And you guys know Dumb Bitches with Internet?
No.
They're my homies.
Oh, you showed me them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Eduardo, Franco, and George Flores. And Eduardo's actually in Stranger Things coming out.
Cool.
And so they're going to be the stars. Zach and Vinny are going to be part of the bad guys. We got Blake Anderson in it too. So it's like we're shopping that thing around right now.
Cool.
It's going to be super dope. I'm doing like a reality show too that I'm pitching out with my family.
Nice.
Yeah, like Three Ball Productions fucking is like looking at it. They did Bar Rescue. And so it's
Wow.
like kind of just I've been trying to do all these like
I
things.
hope you cut some footage of you hooping with. I think they'll want to see it. I don't
Yeah.
you know, it's just send them the tapes.
Dunk TK Dunk, baby. Baby boo. Yeah.
That's awesome. How when what's like your writing rituals like? What is
Oh my
that? I
gosh.
mean, you're an early morning guy.
So I wrote the houseboat thing is called House of Boats, and I wrote that with Evan, my buddy Evan that moved to fucking Boston. He moved to Boston, and like
Lots
he was
of
going
lobster rolls there.
lobster rolls there. they don't say hey, what the fuck they say? Car keys.
Wicked cool.
Wicked lobster rolls there.
In my khakis. I wear my khakis.
Get in the car.
Oh, get in the car.
Come on, get in the car.
Get in the car.
Go fuck yourself. Get in the
Go
car.
fuck yourself, fucking Mark Wahlberg. Go fuck yourself. Wahlberg. Go get yourself a Wahlburger, Donnie. He was going through a rough time, like a little. I shouldn't say this, but he was going through a rough time, like
Okay.
with like relationships. So like, I was like, "Yo, man, I got this idea." I just thought of it on a bike ride. And I sent it to him, and I'm like, let's write it. And so we would just Zoom write 3 times a week. And we got a full pilot out of it. And then while he's doing that, I'm making like the pitch deck. And I'm like, I'll show it to you guys after. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
please.
I did the pitch deck and everything, and then we just kept molding it, and like it kept folding over in itself because like the pitch deck would help the script. And we were like revising ourselves. It was pretty cool. Like when you talk about that thing in your head, you know, like what I was talking about, like that, like talking to God in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would be my own critic in my head, and we would just keep folding this like cool sword without anybody else's critique.
Mm-hmm.
And then I showed it to homies. I showed it to this other company that's going to help pitch it out, which I never had because when I used to work at Wonk, it was just like me and Kyle just pitching out and going directly to Netflix or going directly to Hulu or going directly to this. I kind of want to do this with a team going to these things now.
That'd be a production company?
This would be a production company I'm working with.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you team up with the production company. They're like, we love this project. We like the vision. We love the
Yeah.
script. Like, we'll team up. And then together we'll go to a network and be like, it'll be produced by us.
Yes.
And
worst case scenario, they help me just get funding for it, and we just shoot it and then sell it
right.
to a platform.
Right.
Cool.
And so that's the plan right now.
Yeah, that's awesome because they'll know how to like help you find your niche and like help you realize what your strengths are and where you kind of, I don't know,
and it
where
like
you
legitimizes
shine.
you when you walk into the room.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like it always, the more you can kind of stack into that meeting, like attaching stars, names, production company, like the more you can kind of glob onto that snowball before you take it in.
Yeah. I used to want like all of the credit. I used to want everything. I'm like, why are we going to bring that middleman? Why is that middleman in here? Why is he here? I could just go straight to him.
Right.
And now I'm like, I just want to win. Whoever can help me win, let's just win. And then after that, I'll be greedy.
It's that almost 40 wisdom right there.
It really
Creeping
is.
in.
Bro, it really, it took a lot of hits over the last 6 years when it comes to like, I've heard a lot of no's, like a lot of fucking no's. And so like, I'm going at it a completely different way. Not only that, like, I used to think it was cool to be like, if I know somebody, if I see a famous person, I'm just like, I'm gonna act like I don't even know they're there. Like, because people probably go up to them all the time. So
Right.
Now I'm the exact opposite. Now I'm like, I know a lot, I watch a lot of pop culture stuff, so I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna talk to you about this fucking one thing that I'm fucking obsessed with you, and I'm like, I fucking love it. Like, yeah, I'm that now. Where it's
You're
like,
just going for it.
I will give you your flowers if I fucking, if I fucking dig you, I'm gonna fucking give you your flowers. Cause I did like on that one episode, man, when you did that one thing, oof, that fucking got me. I knew it, man. You were in it.
I mean,
that
that's
time.
different than like just the generic gawking
Yeah.
when you can truly admire and
When you can
compliment
pinpoint
and
it, give 'em a detail.
connect over something
For
that
sure.
they've done. I think
that's way better than like, hey, selfie.
right.
Like
Yeah.
that, and you're fucked.
Yeah.
Then you're getting nowhere.
That's got some integrity to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you take a selfie or you just have the conversation?
I don't take selfies.
That's the key. Selfie, you're a fan. No selfie, let's just talk shop.
Yeah.
Like now you're
Because I'm gonna see him again one day. That's how I go about it. Like
bros now.
we're gonna
I
be in
like
a room.
that.
The second time I'll get a selfie because I know I'm gonna see you again. You know.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
yeah.
like that because you know what? You got to act like you've been there. That's a sentiment I believe to my core.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I also believe that like I've never associated it with like the divine, but I feel like people do have, you always hear about the calling. And I think you're right to stick with this, even though you've heard all the no's. I mean, you're fucking hysterical.
Thank you.
And just, I mean, it's the spot you're supposed to be. So I don't know.
It
Hopefully
feels
that
like
comforts you.
I mean, yeah, it feels like it. Not really in front of the camera as much. I mean, it used to be like that's all I wanted. Mm-hmm. I just want to fucking create shows, make shows. Honestly, I want to be the head of a studio. I want to like run DreamWorks or run Paramount one day.
Cool.
Like, I swear to God, I want to be the one that's like, people bring me 20 ideas and I'll be like, okay, we'll bring like 1, 2, and 3. Like, that's what I fucking want.
Yeah.
Or like, I meet somebody and I'm just like, man, you'd be fucking, you could have a great show. Like, I could see a fucking show. Like,
Right.
I go to a comedy club and I'm just like, oh, this is like a Seinfeld idea.
Right.
Man, I got this great writer. I'm going to bring him over here, this Larry David type guy. Mm-hmm. Put you guys together. Hey, dope. And just like mold these things.
Comedy
Epic.
matchmaker?
Yeah, or just any kind of matchmaker. It's just like, damn, this DP and you and this director would fucking make like chemistry. It's like entertainment chemistry. Like tomorrow, I'm fucking doing this thing. I'm calling it Sad Boy Music Club
Nice.
because there's these 2 kids I met 2 weeks ago, and just at this party, and they're like 21 years old, completely opposite of me, like complete opposite people than I've ever will be, ever was. And then there's also George from Dumb Bitches with Internet. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, you guys all should come over to my house. And we kind of laid out like a little story that we're going to do. And we're going to do like an 8-episode TikTok story.
Sick.
Cool.
Yeah. And like I said, let's just see what happens, Like, I want to see what this chemistry thing happens. Because I know you all are fucking interesting.
Oh shit, I haven't found you on TikTok yet. I am slacking.
Man, I only go on TikTok every once in a while.
Do you?
I
Well-
was on it for like 1 month. I was on it like every
So
fucking
will
hour.
it be you posting these stories or what do I need to follow?
Sad Boy Music Club?
Sad Boy
Sad
Music
Boy
Club.
Music Club.
All right.
That's
Boy,
the
Consider
show.
it done.
B-O-I.
B-O-I. Sad,
Sad
boy.
boy. Boy.
Boy.
Sad Boy Music Club.
Sad Boy Music
I
Club.
like what you said there though, that like letting people help you. I feel like I've gotten in my own way a lot by just wanting to like Yeah, kind of the same thing. Like, want to do it myself and want to credit. Like, and now I'm definitely more open to like, let's give this guy a piece of it if he makes it happen. Like, fuck, you know, I haven't made shit happen yet. You know,
I mean, in an ideal world, you do what you want to do and you outsource the rest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I never was into outsourcing. I was like, I'll just learn how to do it. Don't worry about it. We don't need to hire anybody. We don't need to hire anybody.
Right.
I mean, you fucking.
I mean, the reality is
come on
the
to
more
steal
you
us,
can
then.
like free up energy for the creative space by taking off the administrative, like boring things that you're not necessarily
Yes.
as good at. I mean, it's just going to leave you with more energy to you can tap into more of the source.
I completely agree. Because we're which I'm actually going to show you. I cut together like the boyfriends that I showed you, and you were like, hey man, it's great, but like maybe just like cut that shorter or something and pitch that around. And so I did do that, and I'm stoked to show it to you.
Excited.
Get some feedback. And then JC and Joey and I are like working on writing a season and going to try and sell it, you know?
That's awesome.
You should
So if
definitely.
can
I feel like you
make
should.
some connections.
I feel
I
like-
would
appreciate
love
that.
to. I mean, I think.
Where's the magic? I feel the magic is
I
here.
feel it.
I feel like Dude Productions can fucking make that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
dude.
I always thought. I mean, I don't know if I'm talking out of turn, but like I feel like, and I think that's what y'all want to do too. Dude Productions should be not just Steve-O's stuff. Like if Zach Ass and Vinny want to do something, Dude Productions should be the production company that we work out of. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like any of the Jackass guys, or you, or anybody like. I know Steve-O's super busy and stuff like that, but it's like
Dude, he's always happy to be busier.
passive.
Yeah.
It would be passive income because he'd just be a producer.
Right.
Like a fucking, and I know you guys know how to do it. You got the fucking gear already. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, and
How
he
are-
keeps buying all this gear. I told him like, dude, if you want to buy gear like this, like maybe start a rental house, you know? So you'll just own all the gear you could ever want. You want a slow-mo cam today? Like you already own it, but in the meantime, it's just renting out, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it. It's just about hiring the people. I mean, whatever. They're killing it. They're like 100 miles an hour, killing it all the time. I'm sure it'll get there. But yeah, I'm with you. I think that would be cool. And that's
Yeah.
why I'm excited, like you kind of coming in and helping with Steve's stuff, because like this is the kind of attitude like they need, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I'm not gonna start a production company, like I'm too lazy and I like making music, you know? Like I don't know, like, but if you're that guy, like, or if we can at least get Steve excited about
yeah.
it,
Your vibe on set is like what every set needs.
which is what.
Fucking just like, we're cool. We got it. Like,
Thank you. Yeah, I don't panic on set.
it's the best.
That's like the only thing I do. On days like that, I just tell myself over and over, if I panic, I will fail. If I'm calm, I will succeed.
My man.
I just say that over and over on stressful days, you know?
Yeah.
And
He's tapped in.
it works out. Sometimes I'm tapped in.
Are you super excited for like the Steve-O stuff? This
I'm
next chapter that's
super
starting
excited.
for you? Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Fuck yeah.
Like,
I'm excited for you too. I feel like this is a match made in heaven.
yeah. Like, thank you.
Of course, dude. You were like, you were just like kind of the only name that came up as like, we need someone capable and someone we like being around. And the second one is more important, honestly, you know?
Yeah.
Like, especially with the touring thing. It's like,
Do you sleep on the bus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm ready.
On the roof, on the bus, on the roof of the bus.
Oh my God, under the stars.
That's how his
Under the
hair got
stars.
don't think I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
No, it's cool. It's like an RV that's like, you're gonna love it. It's dope.
It's very nice. saw pictures of it and I was like blown away. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what they can do with those things now.
It's epic. But
It's like all
but-
white and clean and polished. Like I just think of like wood paneling,
Yeah.
just darkness on a bus.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's really super nice.
it's comfortable.
Steve doesn't do anything half-assed though. That's the thing. It's like he didn't just get a tour bus. He got the tour bus with like the whole friggin' thing slapped up on the side. Like
And he
everything's
also got obsessed with RVs and tour buses.
yeah, like
if he goes to an
everything's
RV
top notch.
spot, like he'll tell the salesman more about the RV than they'll tell him. You know, like he's
I super admire
Psycho.
that about him.
Yeah,
I feel like
inspirational.
I don't possess that trait. Like I'm super fine with like good enough.
Steve
Same.
is not.
I'm totally fine with like to me, perfectionism is like a waste of time.
You could hear it on the podcast, on the Wild Ride podcast, when he talks about like how his dad gives him notes. I was watching the Milanakis one, and how he says like, you could see him critiquing himself and fixing it throughout. Like, because I watched the first one and then I watched Milanakis, and you could see like how much he's trying to get better.
Oh yeah,
and better and better and better, and be the best at conversations and podcasting.
Yeah,
it's fucking dope.
Well, and he's also like,
it's cool.
Perfectionism. You know, like a video will be like, it's pretty much done. Like, all right, and then it's like, let's just do like one more little like pass at it and just like tweak. And me and him will sit there for like 5 more hours to make the video like 5% better, but like that 5% is everything. You know, it's like fuck, like this thing just clicked now. Yeah. And like, but also like he loves just like, dude, I love that we just spent fucking like 5 hours on that, and like now we did. Like he likes the final product, but he also loves like working. He loves working. Amazing. You know, which is like a great trait for a successful person. You know, like he's obsessed with it. He loves it. So it's cool. He really is inspiring. Like as I'm cutting through this boyfriend's like supercut reel thing, I'm just in my head like, Steve would cut that for sure. You know, because I'm trying to shorten something down. You know, so it's like cutting away bullshit. Like
trim the fat.
Trim the fat, baby. Steve cuts it lean as it could possibly be.
Kill the babies. That's what they say.
Kill your darlings.
Kill your darlings.
Exactly. Kill the babies.
Think about something about last week.
Cook it to the right temp though, or else.
But yeah, man. But yeah, I'm excited for you to come in and be helping out with Steve's world. I think like I've said this before, but I think it's gonna be good for everyone. Like it's good for me because I need to go do what I'm doing. Like it's good for you, obviously, and it's good for Steve. Like I think you are gonna help this whole thing elevate.
Hell yeah, baby!
I believe in it.
It's nice too that you guys have each other. Like you have Paul as a reference point to all this information and things in the past. Like that's super cool to have. It's not always like that. Such a seamless like passing of the baton.
I'm going Friday, so I'm excited.
Oh yeah, you're coming to the show Friday.
Yeah,
San Diego.
I'm coming to the show Friday.
Really?
Yeah, me and my friend Amanda.
Cool.
Will be there, and then Janelyn and are they coming? John?
Janelyn might be. My cousins, I think, are coming.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a party.
Shit, yeah, it's happening.
San Diego, baby.
San Diego.
How do you feel about San Diego compared to Palm Springs? Do you still get the same?
So I have
feelings?
Different stories about San Diego. Fucking, that's Comic-Con right there. I love San Diego. Comic-Con after parties, baby.
Oh, do you do cosplay?
No, I would sneak in to the parties. So I'd go with the Workaholics guys, and they would like sneak me in to like the Entertainment Weekly party.
That would be fun. I could see like rolling up to anything with them would be just
my god, hysterical. It was the best.
Man, what a crew.
Yeah, we went and like there's this other guy named Rick Onia, and I remember one time we were in line and we were just super drunk because it's free drinks, and so we started singing Bumba Grunt, I don't see nothing wrong. You know, just singing. This is before we knew what he was doing. And we're singing it out loud, and we're just like, yeah, you know, we're just getting into it. And like this big old like blonde dude in front of us was like, can you shut up, please? And he had like a little like a British accent kind of. And he's like, can you shut up? You know, and we're just like super obnoxious. You could tell this guy wants to punch us so bad, and he's like the biggest dude ever. And we just keep going, and you can tell this guy's just like, oh, well, fucking kill these guys. And this little guy next to him grabs him, takes him into an elevator and goes upstairs. And this person was Chris Hemsworth.
Wow.
This was fucking Thor. He wanted to kill us.
Wow.
Wanted to fucking kill us.
He wanted to pummel you with his, what is it? A friggin'
hammer.
Hammer.
It doesn't look like a hammer. My mind wanted a different word. It's like so.
It's a hammer. It's a square hammer. It's a brick hammer.
It's a brick hammer.
I've never used one of those. I don't think of that as a hammer.
They're kind of more reserved for dogs.
I think of that as a sledgehammer.
A Norai.
Or you said Norai. I think it's actually called Norai, by the way.
Really? Norai?
I really think it's called Norai. Thor's hammer is called Norai.
Whoa.
Let's look that up real quick.
That feels a little
You guys
spiritual.
want to hear another Comic-Con story?
Yes.
What is Thor's hammer called? Hello?
Anybody there?
Damn, Norai got your tongue?
What is Thor's hammer called? Jesus Christ.
Where's our tech support?
That's yours.
My
I wanted to
my phone's
pronounce
in the
it.
bedroom.
I see it written, but I don't know. I'll forget it. Let's get another. Let's get another Comic-Con story.
It's good enough.
Do you want one where I was super cool or one that was like kind of sad?
Super cool.
Okay. So the super cool one was like, so the Game of Thrones throne was there.
Yep.
I'll show you the picture. I'll send you the picture. It's really cool.
Cool.
They had it at the party. It's like next to a pool, and so like there's a big long line, and I'm like 7 back, and there's like this blonde girl in front of me, and we're flirting, and she's like loving me because I was cleanly shaven. I was like, this is when I was bouncing too, so I was like,
Buff.
I was kind of buff. And
Yeah.
I had so much confidence. I'm like, yeah. So what's up? What's up, shorty? You gonna sit on my lap on the throne? Like, what's up? She's like, oh, stop. I'm like, and we're like 3 away. We're 3 away from like getting up there, and then this other short little guy with glasses comes up, grabs her, goes up to the throne, has her sit on his lap, and he's just looking at me the whole time, like just mad dogging me, and then gets up and leaves. That was the fucking creator of Game of Thrones, like D.D. Weiss.
The creator of the movie or the
Of
show.
Game of
You
Thrones.
almost stole the fucking moment that he's been working for like 20 years
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, he's like, I worked my whole life for this one, all right?
Yeah, you didn't create any shows.
Oh
you just
my
fucking
gosh.
shaved your head and
Oh
feel
my
confident.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did she like give you a look as she's walking away? Like,
No, she did not look at me after he came back.
she knew.
But I
You want this
almost
Game
had
of
her.
Thrones?
And that girl was Sharon Stone. No, I'm
No.
kidding.
Oh my god. Sharon Stone was a good choice though. It was like, that's believable.
Yeah.
And like, that's good. Well, what's the embarrassing one? We'll end it with that.
Oh, there's the sad
The
one.
sad one. Sorry.
Yeah.
The sad
Well,
one.
I guess it's not too sad, but it's like, so there was this one where it was on a rooftop and we had to go up these elevators. So there was 2 groups that we went with, and I was with all the Workaholics guys. We go up and there's like 30 people. And so we're in this like little room before you get into the party after you got off the elevator. They let 28 people go. And there was just me and one other person in the room. And that person was Chadwick Boseman. Fucking
wow.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
And Black Panther didn't come out yet, but like the press
Trailer?
for it was coming out. The trailer was out too. And I'm like, yo, okay, I get it. I'm like, nobody, I get it. This is fucking Black Panther, man. And he was also, I think I also said, he was also Jackie Robinson. He also did something
And
else.
James Brown.
And he's James Brown. I don't know if he did those yet, but he did something else before
I
that.
think he had done all that before Black Panther.
I'm talking to the fucking guy for him because I'm like, yo, you really not gonna let this guy in? Like, this is crazy.
You're like, fuck me. I'm not.
I understand why
I'll
I didn't get in.
leave. Yeah.
I get it. I'm not. I tried to look like Christian Slater. It didn't work. Like, this is this guy. I didn't know. I don't think I knew his full name. I think I just knew
Right.
this is fucking Black Panther.
Yeah.
And then I feel like his hand on me. He's like, yo, man, it's cool. And like immediately I felt like the most peace in my
Wow.
life because he was like, yo, man, it's just chill. I'm good. If I don't get in, it's all good. We'll just sit here. And then they let him in. But like somebody came in from like his publicist came in and he's like,
Right.
Chadwick, come here.
Yeah.
I think actually he might have let me in with him. Like his publicist came and like
You don't remember if he let you in or not?
I think that's how I got in is through Chadwick Boseman's publicist. Because I remember I got into it.
Be funny if the
You
bouncer
always
was like,
hear
I
he
thought
was
you
a
were
good guy.
Christian Slater.
Yeah, damn.
But I didn't let you in.
I love Gleaming the Cube,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I'm a fan, but you can't. It's full.
That
Damn.
shit was wild. Like you could feel like his like, and then when I heard about what happened to him,
Yeah.
you know, like, and I think back, I'm like, damn, because he knew he had it.
Right.
Then.
So in that moment, he probably knew he did not have a lot of time left.
So he's just like, let's not fret about it, you know? Like,
Wow.
it was wild.
Chadwick Boseman.
Sweet
That's
moment.
beautiful. You're
Yeah.
touched by an angel there.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Super beautiful. This was cool, man. This got existential.
It
Yeah.
did.
We explored some ideas, learned some more about our friend TK, and
It was very fun.
Yeah, it was.
excited about the future, dude.
Yeah. Very excited.
Seriously, good things up ahead.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, baby.
Thanks for doing this, buddy.
Thank
yeah,
you guys.
thanks for coming
Cheers.
back.
Even though
Cheers.
they're all empty, or at least mine is.
Mine's totally empty.
All right.
Cheers.
Good night, everybody. Yeah, bud.
Yeah. How long are your podcasts? Whoa. It is wild right now.
We go like an hour usually, an hour-ish.
How long did we just go there?
That was
An hour
20.
23.
Wow.